Hi, juniors. Welcome to iSearch mini lesson number 2, finding a print source and a subject matter expert. Your learning target today, I can locate a print source and identify a subject matter expert to support my iSearch research. The success criteria will be that you have found at least one possible print book source related to your topic, identified one potential subject matter expert that you could interview, and recording both sources in the exit ticket form. Why are we using a print source, you might ask? Well, print books provide depth, context, credibility, and carefully edited scholarship. I think it's really wise that your teachers have required you to have at least one strong print source at a minimum. You can have more than one if you find more than one good one. We're going to start by looking in these 3 places to find your print source. Our school library is where we will start. We'll have lots of materials that are available for you here. If you're struggling to find something in our school library, you can look at Multnomah County Library. And if you still can't find something, possibly look at Powell's books. We're going to look at libraries first and bookstores only if needed. All right, when it comes to searching the McDaniel High School Library catalog, um, you're going to start by using a keyword search. It's also a good idea to start broad and look at all the titles carefully and then click on promising titles. You'll be evaluating each book for the publication date, the scope of the work, and the author's credibility. If you see 40 plus results, you're going to need to narrow your keywords. So it's always a good idea to track those keywords. I think we've talked about that before. 5 to 10 results is a promising range. And 0 results, you're going to need to either adjust your terms or ask for help from your classroom teacher or from myself. Scroll thoughtfully. Don't just stop at the first title that you see. So here's an example where I put in the keywords discrimination in sports. Remember, we talked about my made up subject, which is going to be gender discrimination in sports. And you can see these are the top 3 hits. And when I scan those 3, gender inequality in sports from Title IX to world titles, that third one, looks like a really promising one. So I would click on that and open up the record. And then you'll see an overview and summaries and notations. And also I want to draw your attention over to the right where you can see similar titles. So you might find another book that way that you might want to use. This is where the call number is. The call number is the book's address in our library. It's the little label, it'll be on the label on the spine label. And in this case, the call number is 796.082. So that's the subject, and then CRO are the first 3 letters of the author's last name. When you find that subject, all the other books that are on that topic will be together in the nonfiction section, which is really helpful. So look around on the shelf once you get there. So to check out a book, you're going to do what I just showed you, which is find the book in the catalog, write down the call number, go to the nonfiction shelves, locate the book, and do look around in case there's something else there that will help you in your research, and then bring it to the circulation desk and I will check it out to you. And always ask for help if you need it. As far as using Multnomah County Library, it's going to be similar searching. You're going to search using keywords. You might need to filter by format at Multnomah County Library because they have so many different formats that you can access through their catalog. Make note of related subjects or titles while you're doing that. That's always a great idea. And narrow results if needed. If you're getting too many results, you're going to want to narrow those down. And you can do that by refining your search terms. Okay, when it comes to considering Powell's, a bookstore can reveal newer titles often, or they can show you niche or specialized books that we might not have in the library. You'll need to consider the cost, the reading level, and the academic depth to see if that's going to be a good fit for your project. Let me know if you find something that you really, really want from Powell's, because I might be able to buy it for you and add it to our library collection. But I will say that libraries are usually going to be your strongest option. If you get stuck, if you're not finding anything at all, before you panic, you can start by adjusting your keywords. You can broaden or narrow your topic, and then ask me or your classroom teacher for help. Research is strategic. And now we'll move on to talking about finding a subject matter expert. So, a good place to start is with teachers, coaches, community leaders, family connections, and professional people in your network. Those are the easiest people for you to access. Um, and if you can't access the person in person, you can always email them or do a Zoom interview. That also works. You want to choose the right expert. And what makes a good expert? Things like someone who has real experience in the field, that they can offer you deep insights beyond what you can get through Google or AI. And you want to hear their actual stories, examples, and professional perspective. An expert really adds a lot of authenticity to your research. When you're interviewing them, you're going to want to interview like a research. It's not just a casual chat. So before your interview, you're going to be researching your topic and research the expert themselves. During your interview, be sure to ask open-ended questions. You don't want to ask yes or no questions. Listen more than you speak, because they are the experts, so you want to hear what they have to say, and ask for specific examples and anecdotes and stories. Often those will just come naturally. As far as capturing strong material for your iSearch, you want to take organized notes, repeat key quotes for accuracy. Um, you can ask, may I quote you on that? So that they know that that's something important and that you want to include it in your research project. Clarify any misunderstandings that come up, and you don't need to record the session, just take good notes. Be professional. Introduce yourself clearly, explain your project so they know what you're after, respect their time, and always send a thank you message after. You're representing yourself and McDaniel. Okay, so for today's requirement, you're going to have one viable print source and get help from me or your classroom teacher if you need to. One potential subject matter expert, again, get help from us, and submit your exit ticket. Ask us early and often if you need help. Thank you so much for your attention.